Just pulled up to work and I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek of behind the scenes of a Saturday in the salon. So life hack, empty out your change before you walk around the mall. So I met up with my friends Ambrosia and Constance. Alright guys, I just pulled up to work and I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek of behind the scenes of a Saturday in the salon. So let's go inside. So I'm up bright and early because I am actually heading over to church because I'm on the worship team, and so I'm singing this morning. And as you guys can tell, my voice is a little raspy, so I'm drinking my throat coat tea in order to help my vocal cords kind of warm up this morning. I will show you guys a little behind the scenes of what it looks like at church, and we'll see you over there. So just finished church and it is nice and warm out today. I am tired. I have been up since like 5:30 this morning, so I'm a little tired. I'm gonna go home and then I think I'm actually gonna go meet up with some friends and hang out with them. So I will keep you guys posted. So it's still Sunday. Some of my friends are in from out of town, other hairstylist friends. So we're actually gonna go meet up. We're gonna go do a little shopping at the mall and kind of enjoy the rest of the afternoon. So we're gonna head inside and gonna go shopping at Zara at South Coast Plaza. So before we go into the mall, my wallet is always so heavy and it makes my purse super heavy. So I actually just took out all of my change and put it in a baggie that I had in my car because this weighs like, it feels like a pound, and I don't want to carry that around in the mall. So just emptied out my wallet and it feels so much lighter now. Now my back won't hurt when I'm walking around. So life hack, empty out your change before you walk around the mall. Dude, it's sunny out today and it's bright, and I did take a nap after church because I was really tired, so my eyes are still adjusting to the sun. It's like, Ambrosia and Constance, and we're gonna go shopping and hang out. We are going to Zara and then we're gonna go over to the Nordstrom's yearly sale. So let's go over there. Okay, so that was the craziest Zara experience I've ever had. It was insane in here. It's never this crazy and it was not fun. So never coming back to the Zara on a sale weekend or on the weekend at all, ever. Crazy.
Wait, show me the, oh wait, never mind.
The girls are Instagram storying. shopping at the mall, and now we're at the OC Mix here in Costa Mesa, which is a super cool shopping center, and I'm showing you guys around a little bit of the OC Mix, and we're gonna get some food here.
Oh, you don't want me to be singing?
What do you guys want to talk about?
So what kind of changes have we noticed happening in the industry as a whole? Like,
I think social media has like totally changed our industry, obviously. I literally would not know you guys if there weren't for social media.
Mm-hmm. But like even just the past couple of years, like the way that stylists have had to utilize social media.
Absolutely.
Like even 2 years ago versus today.
Well, I think there was like people who were like the innovators that would do it a couple years ago, and they were like the few and far between, and now it's like if you're not on social media and you're not posting hair photos and you're not advertising on social media, then like you have kind of been left behind.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the new norm. Like I don't have business cards. Do you have business cards?
No, it's funny actually. Somebody asked me for my card, and I was like, I don't carry them. Like, you can check out my Instagram. They're like, oh, I don't have that, and I was like, then I don't probably want you
You're
as a
not my
client.
ideal client.
Sorry.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Do you carry business cards?
I have some in the salon.
Okay.
But I don't carry them.
Yeah, you don't carry them on you.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, check me out on Instagram. Like, that's like your platform.
Well, it's just a portfolio. I mean, it's
Right.
such a great way for people to see examples of what you love doing, what you're
Right.
really good at, and what defines you as a stylist.
It's funny, actually, I had a client text me yesterday, and she sent me her hair photos, and she was saying like, oh, are you comfortable? Do you think you're comfortable doing what I'm asking for? And I was like,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was like, but here's my Instagram, like, and I feel really confident sharing my Instagram with her and like sharing my work with her. And before I would have been like, well, yeah, sure, like, I can totally do that, but like having that confidence, like, and she could see my work, and then she sent me back photos of my work saying, like, oh, okay, can you do this on me? And I was like, absolutely. She's like, I love your photos. So that made me feel more confident in sharing what I do. Like, I didn't have to like prove myself to the client. I was like, here's my work. It speaks for itself.
Yeah,
you know?
it allows you to just kind of to not have to, like you said, like prove yourself to clients or like talk yourself up.
Right.
An
You know
image,
your worth
an
and you know
image
you're good.
speaks much more loudly than be like, oh yeah, I'm really good at balayage,
Right.
and I'm really good at doing a rose gold or whatever, really good at redheads or something. You're like, oh, here's my portfolio.
Yeah.
And then the new clients that obviously you attract off of Instagram, they're coming to you because of your specialty. Like, I'm sure you probably don't have a lot of people just like asking you for like, you know, like simple transformations or like something, you know, just like, oh, can I just come in and get like,
Can I get an all over brown color?
yeah, can I get like
probably
can I have like a brown bob? You
Not
know,
unless
like,
it's a big transformation and it's not going to be filled in. And all that stuff. Yeah, you're right. And what's interesting is that because I've been in the industry for a while, I built all my clientele before Instagram happened. So I kind of felt like I didn't need to use it or shouldn't use it.
Right.
And that was a huge misconception on my part because I would say about 80% of my new clients that come into me today are from Instagram.
That's awesome.
You know, it's weird.
Well, now like too, not only are you getting clients, but you're building a brand. Like you're building your brand and you're able to work with brands, right?
That's what it is. So I think the biggest piece is like the thing I'm most passionate about. I'm not drawing in people who are just having like a simple like retouch highlight.
Right.
I can send those to stylists who are really like honing that skill or really want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm able to really focus on the things that I really love doing.
Right.
And it transpires and it just kind of keeps unfolding.
And now you can educate too. That's like a whole nother dynamic. It's not just working behind the chair. You're like now educating and like working with brands. And that's been something that's so cool is like networking and meeting other brands and just being in community with other stylists. And like you never know who's gonna go where, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like she's with Matrix. Like if I ever wanted to work with Matrix, like I know that I probably would have a good opportunity to work with them because I'm friends with you guys, you know?
Right.
Or whatever. And so I think that networking is so huge, and by social media, like that's huge. You can totally do that.
A lot of stylists like dismiss like, oh, I don't need to use social media because I'm like already fully booked. You know, I've had that people say that to me in class.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I'm saying.
They're
I felt that way.
They're platform artists or whatever, and they're like, I'm already like super busy. Like I already have too many clients, and like I don't need to use Instagram for that. And my question to them is like, do you love every single one of your clients? Like, is each one of your clients like?
Trust me, there's a client that you do not like.
Right? Yeah.
I
think
we all have a Carol.
In one of in one of your talks, you're like, we all have Carol.
Yeah,
we all have like a Judy.
Yeah,
you know, and
Judy.
Like,
Judy's
like,
amazing.
And so it's like,
shout out to all you Carols and Judys out there.
Right. And like, you know, are you charging what you feel like you're worth, and are you doing every day what you want to be doing? Or are there some clients like, I don't personally like doing kids cuts, I don't like doing men's cuts, I can do them.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm good at cutting men's hair. I don't like doing it. I don't like getting the little hair splinters in my hands. Like, I just don't like doing it. So
it makes you feel alive.
I just love it.
But it's like, you know, so you're able to custom cater like a pixie for me is like, you know, it's like cool. Like I don't mind doing pixies. I have clients that do have short hair, but like when it comes to photographing someone in pixie, like I actually don't feel like the photos turn out as pretty as like someone with long hair. So you know, I'm able to just like cater like my type of clientele for exactly what I want to be doing. It's more inspiring. I like going to work every day. You know, whereas like there's these stylists who are like burnt out and like they don't feel like doing hair anymore because they're stuck doing that 6N 20 times a day and doing, you know.
But that's what it is. It gives you the opportunity to reinvent yourself.
Right.
And that's what I find so amazing.
How many times have you reinvented yourself in the last like 2 years?
Gosh. Well, and like originally, like when I first got on social media, I thought like, oh, I'm gonna build my clientele, and I did, and I built my clientele, and then I started not just building my clientele, but building my clientele dream clients, and then weeding out those crappy clients, or the clients that don't bring me joy, or the clients that drain me, or whatever, right? So now it's like, now I'm building a clientele full of dream clients, and then once I kind of got that, then it's like, okay, let's build my business and salon, and we did that, and built the assistant, and all of that. And now it's like, okay, helping other stylists and working with brands and being an influencer. And so just all the little facets that you can use with social media. It's not just about building your clientele or whatever. You can do so many, and like, not only just all of that I mentioned, but like then meeting some of my best friends and networking with these amazing companies and people and getting to be in community with people like that is so cool. On top of it all, you know what I mean? And on top of all the opportunities that we've gotten through social media, and not just because we have a big number, it's because we've networked and we've put the hard work in.
The relationships.
And the relationships, right. Yeah. So I think that's...
Well, what's so crazy is I've worked for, you guys, know the brand I work for, Matrix. I've worked with them for 13 years, and I grew up with them, but I never got to do, like, the things I wanted to do because we have such a large... artistic network, and there's a lot of people who are very talented, and so sometimes it's very easy to get overlooked. But when you literally are your own best advocate, because you're putting yourself out there and you're featuring yourself and you're publishing yourself by putting it on digital, it allows people to see exactly what you specialize in. And so I get hired on to do these amazing projects that like I never had the opportunity before, because they could see exactly like, oh, we want somebody to showcase like this new product that we have coming out. Constance is the perfect fit because we already see the type of work she does every day. We can trust her, and we know that she's going to be able to pull it off.
Absolutely.
And I think that's so much more powerful than just like go to someone and be like, oh, let me do a photo shoot. Like I'm really good at this.
Really good.
Because
you would almost like prove your value, and by your social media presence and like what you put out there is basically proving. It's like a resume now, or like your website or
it is,
whatever.
Sure.
What do you guys think is going to be like the next big thing?
I don't think Instagram's going away anytime soon.
I can't see that happening either.
Platform that's, especially within our industry, like there's no other platform that's the way that Instagram works. I still think, I mean, you see Facebook and we're like, oh, Facebook's dying like years ago.
It
Facebook
just keeps
is still
reinventing.
So alive.
That's what it's going to be. Reinventing.
And Instagram and Facebook, they're a huge thing. Like they have a lot of money, so they're not going to go away anytime soon. But
what do you think is going to be like, even within those platforms, what do you think is going to be the next big trend? Because I know they like, we was talking like videos, but like now a lot of people are doing videos. Like, what do you think is going to be like the next thing that is going to be like the next trend to showcase?
Oh wow.
I think just new ways of like bringing value to the table, so different types of content instead of just hair photos. Like people
maybe more personality or more about the individualism.
Absolutely.
I can see that happening.
I've been talking about that.
I've even noticed that with myself. Like I mean, how many of us like more interaction and more attention when
your selfie.
when you just put a picture of yourself and you just say something stupid, a caption, or you just say something vulnerable or whatever,
right?
Like your thought of the day, or
absolutely
something ridiculous. But yeah, it does. It definitely has like it's able to kind of reach people on a different level than it just being a picture of hair.
Right. It's relatable.
Sometimes we think from our own brains, right? Like we're just like hair, like we just want to gobble all up.
Yeah.
But
I'm sick of seeing hair.
what is our outreach? I mean, we're not wanting to reach out to other hairstylists. We want to like build up our own community, and like sky's the limit. There's so many endless, untappable resources that we haven't even like dove into. So maybe that's the next thing.
Yeah.
World domination.
I think it is so true. Bringing different like personality into it, different types of content. So I think like when we originally jumped on Instagram, I was like, oh, let me show you the work that I can do, right? And here's my hair photo, and like here's what I do, and I'm so good at this, right?
Right. Yeah.
And now it's gonna be like, okay, how can I provide value, and how can I show my personality in that? And so it's like providing value in, let me tell you, like, not just like what I can do, but what can I do for you? And that's what marketing comes back to, is like, how can I provide value for you, and how can I be helpful for you? Because everyone cares about themselves. So as a consumer, we don't want to hear about why you're great. I want to hear about how you can help me, right? So I think that that's going to be the next wave of people realizing that, of like, oh, it's not just about me. It's about providing value to my community and my followers and my audience.
Absolutely.
And therefore you will grow because you have those potential people seeing the value that you bring to the table. So I think that's kind of the new wave. But what does that look like? I don't know. I think that's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah.
I think everyone has to figure out what that looks like for them too.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny too, because it hits on like kind of a subject outside of the digital world. It's just like in general, how many hairstylists have we met that are like really good at their craft, but maybe their personality falls short, or maybe their skill, like maybe communication, maybe they're not very good at communicating,
or they can't market themselves in the real world,
or they can't connect with people. So I mean, if you can't connect with people, it doesn't matter how good your skill set is. I'm sure we've been in the chair and had a not so great haircut, but had amazing experience because we connected with that person, and we totally go back to them over the amazing haircut.
Or even just like, not even just like necessarily like their person, but like the customer service experience, or the entire experience as a whole adds up, right?
Well, even like just went out to dinner just now, like the server that we had, like she was like kind of went above and beyond. And like the food was good, but it wasn't like literally the best food I've ever had. But like you want to go back there again because like the service was just like,
that's true. She definitely went out of her way to make sure she.
I felt like we were her only.
That's cute. That's cute.
And I felt like we were her only table, and I know we weren't. You know, it's like
she took care of us. Yeah, I think that's so huge. I mean, above all, customer service and like great personality are going to go hand in hand with social media. Like, you can't fake it, and that's the thing with social media, is like, I think a lot of people do try to fake it, and you still will show through real, like,
like I see
authenticity,
you.
Like, I see you.
I see you.
Yeah, I think something that's really important that we have to remember, because you know, with a lot of these interactions with influencers and people who have, you know, a big presence like on social, is that, you know, they're so interactive on the digital platforms, but then when you meet them in person, or say you're like a client in their chair or something, there's like that disconnect, right? Like if you're sitting and like you have 150,000 followers and you have all these inquiries about getting their hair, you know, your hair done with them or whatever, and then you sit in their actual chair and then they're just on their phone the whole time, where they just completely ditch you, then the follow through, or meeting that person, you know, in person, I'm sure we've all had an experience where like, oh my gosh, I follow you on Instagram, like I look up to you, like you're so amazing, and then like they just kind of like fall flat as far as their personality, because it's
like the great and powerful Oz behind the curtain, you know what I mean? And then you're like, I met them and they're
maybe
terrible.
They're really good like online, but maybe they're not so great in person. So I think people who have that, you know, in person, have the ability to make those connections in person.
Absolutely.
As opposed, like, I think that the most cool thing is like to meet somebody that you've met online and meet them in person. They're exactly the same in person as they are online.
That's like my goal. That's my goal, like with my social media platform, is like, when somebody meets me in real life, that like I want to be the same person that I am. I don't want this like fake thing, and so that's why I am vulnerable. That's why I do post things, and like, sometimes I do post photos that I took months ago, right? But at the same time, I'm still authentic with it, and I'm not like, I don't speak in a different voice, or that's why I show myself with no makeup on Instagram stories, because that's who I am, you know. And so you meet me in person, like that's what you get, you know. I don't try to edit it too much. I think that's really important. Well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. This is fun.
I know, this was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys being on our vlog. So this is Constance Robbins, Ambrosia Carey. They're awesome hairdressers and like awesome people. So definitely check them out on Instagram. See you soon.
And that's a windmill wrap. Windmill it out.
That's going on the vlog.
So thanks for watching our journey. Again, this is Ambrosia, Carey, and Constance. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys.
Thank you. We love you.
Yeah. So I hope that you guys like this vlog, and thanks for tuning in. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye guys.